Welcome, hello, Yasu, hi, it's me again, Tai, and today it is a little body talk. So I will get deeper into this, and there will be a little unveiling you didn't see up until now. But before I get into this, I know some of you are new here, so make sure to subscribe my channel so you stay updated. And also I give a little instruction about me, a little introduction. And also I give a little introduction about me. My name is Tai Kerner. I'm an author, I'm a black magician, I'm a follower of the draconian path. Today it's getting a little deeper. I'm working in a customer service job, so I'm sitting most of my day. And I always fight a little thing in my life since I can think about all my life. And also I got some new unveilings lately about my health system, and this is I want to talk about because it is our body and what are we doing with this, and there are borders and doables, and so this is our today's topic. Normally I'm talking about fine matter stuff and magical works and share my personal outcome of my magical work. So this is a little except of this, but with a little unveiling. So body talk today. First of all, I sometimes tell I'm going for gym, and as you can see I already did raise a little my muscles. It's because of my insulin high, and there is a dear brother who told me it's still a study, a case of discussion. If you raise your muscle resonance, you can lower your insulin. And this is something very crucial to me because I got a regular insulin level of 17.2. 2 years ago it was 17.8, and this is near to an insulin resistance. Also the normal level would be 3.5, just in case you don't know about that. However, our health system is not able to help me, and I got some support from Vedic medicine, but it is a little complicated to get access to. And so I also signed for the gym to do some muscle sports, to do some power sports and power swimming as well. So I'm very active about. No matter what, if you have such a high insulin, you gather. Everything you eat, you gather. So I'm eating watermelon, for example, since about 2.5 weeks now. I mean, it's handy, yes. It's summer and you get watermelon everywhere. And I do it for my lunchtime. I do the watermelon and I add some yogurt, just shaking through, and this is my lunch. This is basically nothing. Fruit sugar, water, and a little bit plantly food. So there is nothing to blame on. However, my weight is not going down, and this is because the insulin level, because everything you're eating, your body is storing. And this I want to show you now, because I did already show you once a video about my gym. You see, that's not that bad at all. You even see here there is a waistline. Okay, I love corsages, so, and this is a very handy, sweet training gear, so you don't look that fatty. But also you see I got a belly line here, so this, and this is what I don't get away, no chance. Okay, let's say I'm not a 200 kilo girl, so no 400 pounds girl, but on the other side it is something I'm working on and I cannot do. And this is why I want to do a little body talking today, because some things we can change and some things we can't. And there it is about compassion towards yourself. There are, for example, people who say, okay, you could do some change of nutrition. Yes, I do my change of nutrition since about 10 years. So this is not the reason. I also do my sports, And the only thing happening right now is building up my muscles. It's not really that I'm burning more calories than my body is storing. What's because the insulin. And also it is, I got a very busy day. I am always busy. So 2 times a week of sports is quite a good thing, but it does not help out. Then there is another thing happening on me. That's a more genetic thing. I'm storing water from my hips down to down the leaps, down the legs. I'm storing water. So now the most people say, okay, you can do sports. Congratulations, I'm doing sports. Then they say, okay, deep breathing does help. I am meditating since 2016, and I think deep breathing is one of my skills I did learn for myself. So, okay, certain movements could help. So, like using this to make sure the lymphs get into movement, and same about your body and your waist and so on. This is no problem. This is nothing what is new to me, but it doesn't help. Then it tells me about resting your legs higher when there is gathering in the legs. Sorry, by observing, I can tell you it doesn't work. My grandma had the same point, and this is why I know it is genetics. My grandma had always very heavy legs, very much water in her legs, and she even had a little, interior extra to raise up her legs half the day, and it never got less. So it does not really work. Also, they say you shall drink enough. Well, I agree. In wintertime, it's a little hard to control myself for drinking at least 2 liters. In the summertime, it's no problem. And also, there is a hard discussion if you should drink 2 or 3 liters. Let's say you should drink 2 liters, but you should not overdo it as well. So what to do? I do everything. I do my sports, I control my eatings, I did skip for sugar. I try to cut carbons because I know they are stored immediately because they are transferred into sugar. And also I know I'm not a diabetic, so I don't need to trigger this. Also, if I eat potatoes, I love potatoes. So if they are cooked 24 hours later, it's just about 30% of carbon away. So it is decomposing the carbon. I don't know if this is the right word, but I do it, and so I eat it for the week usually. As I said, for 3 weeks now I'm eating watermelon, what is nearly nothing, just water and a bunch of water with a little bit fruit flesh and fruit sugar, what is away within a short time. So also the movement, I did do power sports, and I did add some L-Carnitin for lasting more body power while doing the training. It's unchaining the availability of the glucose in your muscle centers. So basically, if you do power swimming and you did drink the stuff before or eat the stuff before, you will power through for 1 hour in a row, and then you get back for your work or office or whatsoever, and after 2 hours you think, fuck, I could sleep right away, because you did power out your muscles in a way you wouldn't do without this. However, I do everything I can. And there we get for another point. If you, for example, got an ear looking like that, or if you got a nose you don't like because it's watching to one side or the other, or if you got a little extra pounds, even though you do everything to get it into a shape you want to get, maybe ask yourself, is it your shape? Because sometimes things are given. If you do everything, if you change your nutrition, if you do your movements, if you rest enough, if you meditate, if you take deep breathing, if you try everything you can, and still you got a belly, or still you don't raise muscles as well, or whatever, so maybe it is part of your body condition, maybe it is part of your genetics, maybe it is simply your shape. So not hunt for a picture you want to get. Just try your best to be to prevent a healthy shell, because in this healthy shell you can do best in every fragment of your life. So in daily life, in magical life, as best your body is constructed, the best you can do your work. There's about brothers once told me, in a healthy shell, a healthy mental is living. I know this is stolen by centuries and different centuries, but the basic line is simple. If you are not sick, you're able to do giantly things. So make sure to be as well as possible, and don't blame yourself for these little details which maybe stress you out. I mean, let's put it simple. I'm a girl, and there are girls who are more like, let's say, less feminine built. As it is too much for me, it is too less to them. All their lives they are thinking about medical support, how to, let's say, rebuild a little more female shape or something. This happens very often. In my youth, I was thinking about how I can push back, so I'm more androgyn, right? Because I grew up with boys. And I was, when it was a clique after school where we were hang around, it was, for example, 10 people and it was 8 boys. The one girl was a girlfriend of one of them, but I was not. I was just one of the group, and I was the same climbing up the hills and doing my troubles as every guy in our group. So I was quite feminine, but I did not behave like that. So I did not really like it. And also I always thought I'm too, specky. But I wasn't. I was just too specky because my sister was half of the dose of mine, because she is an androgyn built person. So she doesn't need a bra in the past. And she really had no hips at all. And when I was standing aside her, it was, she got a nickname, Skeleton, and because of that. And I was the total opposite. I was totally female in an age of 16 already. So I had my problems accepting that. And people like my sister were these ones who did long for a little more female shape. And why not just accept who you are? You can only do your best about training, about eating, about living pattern behaviors. And if you do so, you will see you got more power, you're more active, and hey, no matter what other people are thinking about you, there is only one thing important. Are you fine with yourself? It doesn't matter if you got ears like a Dumbo or a nose like, having a punch on a nose in a young age, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is just you watching the mirror and saying, hey, I'm cool. And nobody else has to tell anything else or anything different about you. And if they do, just remind they don't know you at all. So this for a little body talk today. And yes, I do a little commercial, but I not get paid for that. This cool dress, I found it at Amazon, and it is from a Polish sports dress producer. But this is not Superman or Superwoman, it's Shamash. And there you get something, the same dress with the long arms and in different length, and the same about the pants I got. I show you again because I really adore this dress. You do get this pants also in a long way, so with a long knee like here, or down to the feet as you prefer, and also to the more slinky ones There are some short tops as well, and I really love it. I love it because it is exactly that power you bring into your sports. However, I don't get paid for. Why I really love this is a double meaning on Shamash. I I did really enjoy the album from Forage Sanguium, and there are some more albums I really like. There's my little metal soul, which is breaking through this, and I will put your link down below, because when I wear this dress and when I see this logo and when I read Shamash, I know that's not intended, but my inner soul is singing, shame yeses, shame yeses. Shame, yes, yes. That's a mantra rolling in. Every time I dress on and I get myself ready for sports, I got this hymn in my mind. Sorry, that's a magician in me. I get the both the training and the magical work and the music. Everything is rolling into one box. So if you are into metal music, I would advise you to listen to that song. And if you need some sportswear, they also got some, let's say, with the skulls and with a little more neutral designs, but really cool all through the row. So check for it. I found it at Amazon. I don't know if they got an own shop at website as well. It's Shamash. So sportswear especially. I even used them for a swim, by the way, even though they do not have a special sports dress for swimmings, but this ones you really can use for swimmings as well. However, this for today, body talk. Next time it will be a little more spiritual again, a little more magical talk. So stay tuned and make sure to switch on the notifications so you get a note if I send in a new video. See you there and have a good time.